great place, has always been an attraction of a lot of businesses across the nation. And the thing that Columbia has to do is to work hard with businesses that are wanting to come to Columbia to make sure we have the facilities necessary for them to maintain their business. A good example is when IBM wanted to come to town, they wanted to see McGuire Boulevard, an extra entrance and exit infrastructure out of the Lamone industrial area. By providing that infrastructure, we ended up with 800 jobs, and now we've got a hotel going in there. We're going to have a couple restaurants. We've got an apartment complex. These are the things that Columbia has to do to work to get business here. Businesses that exist in town, whether they be a one-man business like a doctor, an attorney, an accountant, to whether it be a big corporation, we have to listen to their needs, work with them to find strategies to grow their business, to have funds to grow their business, work with them on any tax issues that we can do to make it more feasible for them to be here and to stay here. Columbia's a great place to be, and we need the jobs. I've actually went out and visited with the police force here in Columbia, and I've actually visited with police forces in other communities. And all the reports I get from other communities is Columbia has a really great and wonderful police force. I do think morale is a little down. I don't think the leadership is being channeled down properly. And if we have a bad morale, I think it's up to the leaders of the police department to step forward and fix this problem. I know the city council's been looking at it hard, trying to find ways to support the police department, make us have a better police department. And there again, goes back to leadership. I think the perception is Columbia has a lot of crime. I think right now with the recent shootings that we've had a stabbing the other day, it kind of puts out that perception. I think as far as Columbia's crime rate, compared to the nation, it's really in good shape. I think we need to work on focusing on the crime in the areas where we have the crime. But the biggest thing is just to get the citizens involved. We need more eyes on the street. The budgets are an issue. You know, the city of Columbia has 18 departments, 52 budgets. And I've just started sticking my nose into some of the budgets. And of course, we have a big issue with the pension plan. It's extremely underfunded. Why did it take this current mayor to pull that to the surface? Where was our city council prior to that? So that's an issue. Working on budgets, we laid off firefighters to try to make budget ends meet. There again, it goes back to public safety. We need to have our firefighters. They need to be there. We need to pay attention to the budgets to support them. Same way with our law officers. We need to make sure that we have the forces in place to protect us and keep us to be a safe city. There's a lot of budgets that need looked at. We have a self-funded health plan that needs a lot of attention. A lot of eyes need to be looked at. These are just budgets, just a couple of them, that have been overlooked and let go. I think you'll see that we have in a lot of our budgets, they just haven't been updated as far as just the paperwork flow, et cetera. So, responsible growth, that's a good question. And I think what you have to do is you have to go back and look at our zoning laws. I think they're a little antiquated. We're working hard on the comprehensive task plan, which is designed to help Columbia grow and grow responsibly. Infrastructure. We've made mistakes in the past by going out and building malls and building housing developments and not really making sure we have a good infrastructure. We just built a new high school and we're struggling on how we're going to get people to and from the high school. We need to pay more attention to how Columbia grows and the area it grows. The comprehensive task plan, again, you will find is a plan that's working really hard to do just that, to make sure we get schools located in the right place, we get housing developments put in the right place. We know where industrial development needs to be, residential development, retail development, and I ask all citizens to pay attention to the comp plan, go to the meetings, get involved. I think affordable housing is a big issue. I know big cities like St. Louis and Kansas City are they're out of affordable housing, so it's bringing a lot of people into Columbia to seek affordable housing, and we do have affordable housing. I think we have to manage it and watch it like in any budget that the city has. If there's a need for it, we need to make sure we have it, make sure it's developed properly, and continue to work on making sure Columbia is a place that everybody wants to come and live. The first priority to me is to respond to the citizens of Columbia, Missouri. There was a survey done a while back that listed all the concerns of the citizens of Columbia, and amazingly, their number one concern was roads, the shape that our roads are in. Number two concern was public safety and crime. So those issues have to be looked at and addressed. But importantly to me, again, I believe in transparency and I believe in budget control. These budgets need to be looked at one by one and get them fixed.